Hush Money 64 was good, bro. Henry 4625, salute. 32 Savage, peace, blood, you already know. Kenneth Williams, salute, salute, King, was good. Black Rock 718, what up, what up? El Delgado, what's up? Eli Delgado, salute, salute. What's going on? How everybody doing, man? Everybody healthy? As y'all see, I made it back home. Mel Kross, yes, right. Kingsley Softball, you already know. Lucifer, salute, King. How you, man? Gabby Rodriguez, what's good, what's good? Ray, what's up? Salute. Yeah, good to see you, no doubt, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Thanks for tuning in to Kross TV Network. Y'all know that's Kross with a K, man. As y'all see, man, I made it up out of there good. Everything was healthy with that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that protest was real good for the soul. One being is that, I always feel that way when I'm doing something real good, you know what I'm saying? So when I'm doing something good, I just get this feeling, you know what I'm saying, and it consumes me, so it makes me a better person at the same time. So, but the fact that, but the fact that it was in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, where I grew up at, my old building, my block, my stomping grounds and everything, make it even more that surreal because, as a child, I was running around there tearing it down, you know what I'm saying, off of the ignorance and doing things that kids did, you know. So now for me to, to be in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, and taking strides to make things better, you know what I'm saying, or at least stand for my community and everything like that, man. It's definitely a good feeling, especially if it's at home time or, on home grounds. You know what I'm saying? So it was very peaceful, it was organized. Shout out to my son, everybody that organized it, helped them organize, and everybody that stood up and was there marching with us, man. Um it was to the point, it was so powerful. It was so powerful because you even had some police started like, it's like you could see it that they wanted to say certain things, but they knew they couldn't say it. You know what I mean? Um, all races was involved. Everybody was just in harmony, man. A lot of people was giving out food. A lot of people was handing out masks. A lot of people was handing out water. Everybody helping each other, showing love. Everybody saying, "Excuse me." That was definitely real good right there. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely real good, especially to be right there in my backyard, man. That really hit home hard, man. Prior to me going to the protests and everything, I spoke to the mayor, the brother in Dyckman, I spoke to him. Oh, Brooklyn was crazy. You know how the Brooklyn always give it up like that, Um, I got to speak to the brother in regards to the Dyckman situation and everything like that. Cause I made 2 videos about the Dyckman situation, everything like that. He actually reached out to me. He ain't have no ill will. You know, he didn't feel no type of way about the things that I expressed and everything. His purpose of reaching out to me was to teach and to be taught. He didn't want to speak about, you know, um, all the negativity. He apologized to everything that happened. He acknowledges, what I'm saying, how he worded certain things wrong, and I also spoke to a couple of people and didn't even know that we know the same people and everything like that. And a lot of people that know him really spoke highly of him and vice versa. And we know a lot, like I said, we know a lot of people in the same circle. So that made his words even that much more powerful, even though I felt his spirit. I don't know if y'all understand what I mean by that. You know what I'm saying? Because you could always you know, um, vibration, energy, man. I felt like everything from the heart, everything he's saying was sincere from the heart. So I'm not gonna really too much drag that out. There's nothing else a person could really do outside of apologizing, acknowledging that, the thing went wrong. Even not him, but, on the sake of the community, and to move forward, invited the dudes back, invited the people back, to chop it up with them because they was actually going to get some weed. It been confirmed that they was actually going to get some weed. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I spoke to a couple of people, so they wasn't out there looting. You know what I'm saying? So fortunately, nobody was hurt and everything like that. And I do commend them for wanting to take control of their community. I do commend them for that. We just know the techniques and how we go about doing things is the issue. It could have been conducive, obviously, that one or two of them could went out there like, "What's up, brother? What's going on?" Or there's a lot of things going on like that, man. We just want to make sure everything's good. You know what I'm saying? We ain't coming at y'all, whatever, or just have a better way of communicating. You know what I'm saying? That pretty much what it boils down to. And I want to use this little opportunity right here to basically bridge the gap, between a lot of our communities, man. A lot of misunderstandings also get a racial undertone because it's people from the different neighborhoods, You know what I'm saying? So, because you're from different neighborhoods and certain things strike out, it's automatically going to have some type of racial undertone. You know what I'm saying? So we could use this opportunity right here because, like I said, when everything blow over, man, me and Amir Dyckman, the brother that squashed everything, was very vocal and speaking out, about the community and everything. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna sit down, we're gonna eat together. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break bread. And we're gonna use this, man, to further try to bridge gaps, man. Because, like I said, we come from different. Even though we are the same people, man, we speak a different language. We have different religious beliefs. We have different cultures. And although some of our experiences is similar, you know, although some of the our experience is similar, we all learn or have different, intakes on it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what all makes us individuals. So it's about bridging that gap, man. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, to take away the racial undertone, we can understand each other. For the most part, New York City is not really racially communicated, although you have certain community that is predominantly, I don't, I was just reading what somebody said in the comment. Pardon me if I stuttered on my words or lost what I was saying, but basically, man, it's like a lot of barriers we have is just that we don't have or know how to communicate with each other because we come from different walks of life. We might come from the same struggles, man, but like I said, our religious beliefs and everything, sometimes our outlook on certain things could be crossed and everything like that. So we definitely got to bridge those gaps. Because if we don't have no type of form of communication with each other in the hood, it's always going to be some type of chaos, or it's always going to be some type of strife to where it's, it's going to be a racially undertone, and then, people act, act out and whatever the case may be. So, especially right now within the spirit and everything going on, because the part I was reading was somebody was saying, Lucifer was saying, yo, Mel, salute, out food shopping with the wife, all this going on nowadays. I don't even feel comfortable with my wife and without in my eyesight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But this is the time we living in, man. It's crazy because all the time I was in prison, reading up on history, black history, you know what I'm saying, the black civil rights movements and black power movements, everything like that, right? Hearing about George Jackson, Jonathan Jackson, reading about Bunchy Carter, reading about Elvis Cleaver, reading about Elaine Brown, Joanne Chesmore, reading about all these great people that, made great sacrifices for the advancement of us. I would never think I'd be living in it again. I never thought that I would be alongside marching, you know what I'm saying, for civil rights. I always said I would do it. I always said I would do it and everything like that. And I wanted to do it and everything, but I didn't know how true it was that I would actually be having to do it in this day of time. You know, it's us as a people, we got a long way to go. Cause like I always said, man, we definitely as a people, man, got to do better, man. We got to treat each other better. We can't we gotta stop this harming each other and everything like that, man. Let's stop being in competition with each other. Let's start supporting each other, man. They businesses, your business ideas, their clothing lines and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about right now, man. Gotta just, save all your resources, man. You never know what's going on, man. But I just wanted to give y'all a heads up because I know I told y'all yesterday I was gonna go live, but after the protests and me having to get the family and then coming back home, I was just exhausted. I ain't gonna front. I was dehydrated. I was hungry. I was tired. I was like emotionally drained. Everything. You know what I'm saying? So you know, what's up? Yeah. So you know, yeah, that was a little snippet of my wife right there, but you know. They gave drinks and food multiple times during the protest. Yeah, they definitely was supporting us. Those that was on the side and, or stand on the side marching, they definitely had a lot of supplies. They were just giving it out. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they was giving it out. You know what I'm saying? As you was walking by. Because we actually walked from, well, I walked from Fordham to Burnside because I had to go home and everything like that. I have other things to do. But I at least wanted to give my support and everything like that. But they marched from Fordham Road in the Bronx all the way to 161 across the Macomb Bridge in the Harlem, all the way to Espionage Garden. So, through the course of that whole thing, people was on deck definitely giving out, supplies for everybody. People that was looking out the windows, they was coming out. People that didn't know what was going on, they came out and joined, you know. But that's what's up in PG County. Yeah, that's Maryland right there, no doubt. Yeah, my brother live in PG County. Yeah, that walking and sweat, no joke, man. But the energy, you know what I'm saying, just to, be walking with your people, man, with that spirit and that pride, man, and, coming together not to destroy or do nothing negative, but for a positive cause, man, you know what I mean? That's powerful right there. It's power right there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact. But you also gonna have, the elders and everything that's gonna have the influence on the younger ones. So you can't just always just cold counsel out the elders because those are the ones that could reach the youth and those are the ones that people in their communities might look up to. Oh, yeah, I like the side another interview. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit back and watch that too. I ain't never get to really watch it and everything. I'm gonna record it and put that on my channel also. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Sayonetta. I seen Sayonetta there at the march too, and I also seen Jack Frost there. He was there also, doing what he do and everything. Good solid brothers, people that I mess with hard. You know what I mean? I feel you. I was doing God's work. Great job, Mel. I appreciate y'all, William Silver, man. Hope you and your wife had a blessed birthday. You know what I'm saying? I ain't forget. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely good. Yeah, man. I definitely been on the move, man. Ripping and running around, doing what I feel I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, life don't stop, man. Remember I told you I look at life as a river, man. At the bottom of a waterfall, everything is peaceful, calm, and serene. The river starts making its journey. You know, it goes left, it goes right, it goes up and down. It might stop for a minute, but it got a journey keeps moving. Journey keeps moving. And in the process of your journey, you know what I'm saying, no matter what the weather is, winter, spring, summer, fall, or no matter what other animals you come in contact with that utilize you just to swim, or just utilize you for selfish purposes and selfish reasons and everything like that. I'm saying you still gotta keep it moving, man. Still gotta keep it moving, man. That's how I look at life, man. Look at life as just a road, man. And wherever I choose to turn right or left at the specific part of the road is going to determine You know what I'm saying? It's going to determine a lot of things for me in the future, man. So I look at it like that. You know, something like as a man thinking, so is it, but just in a different terminology or different way of breaking it down. Yeah, no question, man. No, a lot of people's definitely coming out, man. I definitely liked it. I seen that. What surprised me too was there was a lot of young people out there at that march yesterday. There was a lot of young people there, you know, and they was like real, I won't say aggressive, but they was real stern at what they was saying, you know, and you could look in their faces, you could tell that they was really meant what they was saying. You even had some of them that was so into what they was feeling and saying that they was crying. You know what I'm saying? You could like seeing them holding back tears. Some had tears and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And when you just see that, you know what I'm saying? You just realize like, you know, yeah, people was really tired, man. People was tired. You know what I'm saying? Well, man, you know, it is what it is though. But we gotta just keep moving forward, man. The world about to open back up now. You know, everybody's filled with anxiety and everything. I want to say something, right? Because a lot of people said some ignorant things. A lot of things I know I'm supposed to address or nothing like that. But I just want to just put this in people's head, right? I dare anybody to sit here and tell me when I speak up for an African American person that was brought here in the wilderness of America against his own will, watch his father getting murdered and his mother getting raped and kids getting beat and taken from you and you can't do nothing about it. Tell me that we complain too much about things that go on between us. A lot of us has a lot of trauma. We have a lot of trauma in us. You know what I'm saying? Generational trauma. Generational trauma. You understand what I'm saying? And people come to jail, people go to the army, Vietnam and all that, they come home and they suffer from post-traumatic syndrome, right? They suffer from all these different psychological things or whatever. Did anybody sit back to fucking think to realize that maybe us as a whole people might be suffering from the same thing, man? After all the trauma that we have endured since we've been over here in the wilderness of North America, from slavery to the black codes, to being lynched, to every flourishing African American community that was going on, a race war happened to burn it down and kill hundreds of us at a time. And you gonna sit here and tell me that we complain too much? The Jews got compensated. The Native Americans got compensated. We didn't get nothing. We didn't get nothing but a bunch of lies and more oppression on top of oppression and the more atrocities on top of atrocities. We didn't get nothing. But you talking about we complain too much. You don't know what it is to walk in my shoes as an African American man in these streets. You have no clue what it is to walk in my shoes and to see how people look at you, see how people feel about you. And the issues that I gotta deal with on a daily day basis. We was conditioned to be a lot of ways we are right now. We was conditioned for that. We didn't ask for this. We was coming over here before we was even brought over here, we was coming over here. So we wanted to go over here, we just came over there on our own like we've been. So don't tell me about somebody that's complaining. You don't feel my pain. You don't understand my pain. You don't know my pain. I do feel though at the end of the day that, you know, we do have to be more responsible. That's why we got to educate ourselves. I feel like we do got to be, you know, responsible and, you know, when we going through certain mental traumas and everything like that, man, you know, you gotta, try to seek some type of help or something like that, man. A lot of us smoke weed, and that's how we get by, man. That's become a part of our culture. That, and we drink whatever, if that's what you do, that's what you do. Just don't abuse it where it overcomes who you are. But I know for a fact that we all suffering from these different traumas, man. You know what I'm saying? We got this rage and we got this anger in us and all this trauma and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So people need to sit back and think about those things before they start talking about, well, blacks kill more each other than anybody else, or because of this, that, and other, they always make excuses and they always do this and they always do that. You gotta understand the centuries of trauma, watching our children get snatched from our hands, raped, killed, beat up. African American men watching their wives getting snatched at their house so they slave owner could have sex with them, and you in your bed knowing what's going on and you can't do shit about it. Doing the same thing to your daughter, snatching your son up and hang him on a tree in front of your face. And you talking about we complain too much. That's why a lot of people, and you think about it, and you think about it, right? People have all this anxiety and everything because of quarantine. So just imagine what our people had to go through for their whole lives. Fuck quarantine, what they had to go through for their whole lives. Think about that. Think about when we finally was freed, we didn't even know until about 2 months later. That's what the celebration Juneteenth is about, right? So we was free to go where? We not from here. We only been on this plantation. So where we gonna go? They ain't give us no programs, or they ain't give us nothing to advance us or to take us out of the slavery mode and, what I'm saying, and everything like that we went through, and how to navigate through this new world that we know, that we don't know how to, what I'm saying, coexist other than what we was taught. They ain't set up away no programs or no land and gave us or nothing like that, and gave us no type of resources so we could rebuild from the ground up. We didn't get none of that. We ain't get none of that. But we complain. We built this nation on blood, sweat, and tears. Ain't get a shit out of it. Ain't get a dime out of it, B. And you asking why we mad or we complaining. You can't even stay in quarantine for a couple of months. But we complaining. That's right, man. Then whatever don't kill us, see, it's another big tragic thing that's been going on, especially with all the gang violence and everything like that in the 80s, 90s, and everything like that, is that children is supposed to bury their parents, not the other way around. A lot of our parents is burying their kids. It's not supposed to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Parents is not supposed to be burying their kids. The kids are supposed to take care of your parent and bury your parent, not the other way around. There's so many different ways and different reasons I can give on why things is the way it is. You know what I'm saying, or whatever have you, man. But the actual fact is, man, yo, please, man, as a whole people, man, we definitely got to do better, man. We got to hold ourselves accountable when we wrong, because if we can't admit when we wrong, man, then there ain't gonna be no error for, no room for growth. You know what I'm saying? But come on, complaining. People would never know the moral and spiritual scars that lies within our souls, man. And this is not just something that we've been through in the United States. It's something we go through all across the mostly majority parts of the world and have been going through that for a long period of time, man. But we complain. Anyway, man, I just wanted to just share that with y'all, give y'all something to think about, man. You know, quarantine, somebody asked and said, do I think quarantine was a good thing? Right? And for some people, I think quarantine could be conducive depending on how you utilizing it. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I mean by that, quarantine could be real good if if you're using it for like, to make up for things that you didn't never have time for in the past and setting things onto the sides. And that could mean it could be a household chore, it could mean fixing something in the house, or it could mean putting a business plan or basically actually putting your business up and running. You know what I'm saying? But if you have nothing to do constructive and you just sitting around and getting into a whole bunch of gossip and everything like that, then quarantine will destroy you. You a person that just need to be out and be around people. So it's all about how you utilize it, man. You know what I'm saying? But I know as a whole, yeah, you could reflect and everything, but I know as a whole, um, society right now has a lot of anxiety, man, because a lot of us, a majority of us that's living in this world we didn't experience, forceful lock-ins other than me being in prison. And, this for me really ain't nothing, especially when I did, pretty much almost a decade in solitary confinement. You know what I'm saying? Where you just have a cell, 12 by 12 cell, your bed, your toilet, your shower, your sink, your desk, everything's in right there in that one space. And you just there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with no option to go outside, no option to go to work or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Where your medical things is brought to you, everything, your property and everything is limited. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I did 19 and a half years on this bid that I had just did a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? Altogether, I did almost 25 years of my life. That's for somebody that said that they didn't know I was down that long. So and a lot of people that was in solitary confinement and everything like that, some of them killed themselves because, drove them insane and stuff and everything like that. People who don't know the origin or the history of solitary confinement, it actually also again goes back to the Quakers. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 19 years, 19, little over 19. Straight. That's just one bid though. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't my first time. Wasn't my first bid. But anyway, solitary confinement started out because it was for people that had mental issues. They used to lock them in and everything. I don't really. I could talk about that or do a special on that if y'all want me to. So, that way if y'all know, if y'all really want to know more about it or whatever have you, you know, um, I'll definitely do a special or something on that. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't want to get on. I just don't want to get too deep into it. But I will say this. I will say this though. It was meant as a psychiatric process where they put people that had mental conditions in there, and what they thought they can isolate and keep them away from people and whatever, it only drove them more crazy. A lot of people hung themselves, killed themselves, and even became more insane being in solitary confinement. I would do a special on it, matter of fact, but that is something that could be talked about. And it's crazy how it sounds because remember I told y'all that, you know, um, the history of the city of brotherly love, and And the Quakers have a big, impact on, with the Underground Railroad, how Harriet Tubman was using their house and everything. Well, the Quakers is also the ones that started solitary confinement. Yes, that's their yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? Um, I would definitely make a special on that for y'all could really understand the issues that go on to that. But to all my people, man, that's out there, we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? So we still got a lot to be happy for that we still here. We're not extinct. We're not something of the past. We still are present. We still are strong. We still are beautiful people. You know, so, with that being said, man, I'm trying to keep beating each other down, man. Try to educate each other. Try to educate those, that are willing to learn. Those that are willing to listen and everything, man, take the time out to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Those that don't and won't be ignorant, remember we was all once that also, man. Hopefully their time will come around without too much, pain before they come back and want to sit down and learn. You know what I'm saying? Um, Outside of that, man, I gotta get ready to charge this up, finish up this basement. Next time I'm probably gonna show y'all a little bit of my basement, what I'm doing, so when it's finished, y'all can see, I'm saying, I'm really good at what I do, putting up the ceiling and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Want y'all to be blessed. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Thanks for everybody that would support me. Thanks for everybody that was showing me love at the march yesterday. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, was taking pictures with me, just showing me mad unconditional love. I definitely appreciated it. You know what I'm saying? And thanks for everybody tuning in me, and walking me with through that journey. You know what I'm saying? Asking questions. I was trying to be informed as possible and let y'all see as much. So whenever I was on the screen, I was just looking at some comments and everything. Because, I definitely be caring about your comments and everything like that. But outside of that, man, thank y'all for everybody for tuning in for Kross TV Network. That's Kross with a K. Peace, love, and paradise.